What's going on, YouTube world? It's that dude named Dave. I'm back again with another video. Before we get started here, you know what you need to do here. Like and subscribe and click on that bell notification below. Help your boy out. You know I'm a struggle screamer. I can own up to it. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to help me with that YouTube algorithm. There we go. Few seconds here. So today's video, we are going to the lead attorney. He had a few people on this panel here, and we're talking about qualifying for your dating partners for marriage here. So let's get to the video.
So being from South Florida too, I can relate to what Suzette is saying. And I'm not taking away from her argument. There's definitely pee in the dating pool, as the last caller
That is
said.
true.
However, I think as Black women, we tend to focus too much on what the men aren't doing and the lack of men, rather than if we are qualified for those men that we want.
So true.
Not to, as I said I say on my channel, I'm not trying to bash or shame anybody,
not
because that's
bashing,
what they
shaming,
always
baby.
say. You're bashing Black women,
No,
but
you're
not to bash Black women. But we need to look within to see, are we even qualified for the men we want?
Can you expound on
talk
that? Because I know they're going crazy in the chat.
Let's talk about
Yeah, my people tripping
mean?
too,
weight,
ain't y'all?
our weight, for example, as Black women, right?
Yeah.
A lot of us are overweight. We know men like women who are fit, feminine, friendly, as Kevin would say, right? So we as Black women will have our list, but then we don't look within and say, okay, the man on the list, he's going to want something too. What does he want? And am I qualified for that? Am I that person
Preach.
that he wants?
Why do you
Preach.
think,
big bone, they
Chantel?
got a few curves.
Where are you at?
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
was
just
saying.
think
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go, sorry.
I'm shutting up. You go ahead, Suzette. Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think that's the disconnect between Black men and Black women.
Why do you think that Black women do not focus on what would make themselves more attractive to Black men? Why do you think they see it the other way around?
Because we were raised to say, I'm the prize, I'm the table, he's supposed to take me for how I am. However, that's no excuse, because if, like for myself, for example, I'm 30, right? And I had that mindset, oh, I'm the table, I'm the prize, I can get to whatever weight, I can wear how much weave and nails and lashes, and the guy's gonna accept me for who I am, how I am. But my results were saying completely different. I wasn't getting married. There weren't men of value that I wanted lining up at my door. It was the Pookie and the Ray Rays and I call them feminine energy men lining up at my door. And I had to look within and say, okay, I can't just say I'm the table. I can't just say, oh, my lady parts are what I'm bringing to this relationship. I have to see if I'm qualified for the man that I want. And that's when I realized it was the masculine energy. It was because I have my MBA too. I went to school. I said I'm Jamaican, I'm immigrant, go to
love the
school,
accent.
don't focus on boys, get your education. But it's our responsibility, especially after a certain age, if we're not getting our desired results, to ask the hard questions. We can't just blame our upbringing. We can't just blame, oh, my parents didn't teach me and there wasn't the manosphere when I was growing up. We have to take responsibility and take accountability.
Got you. You said that.
I wanted to pause there, but she made a good point about being fit, feminine, and friendly. Taking responsibility and taking accountability. Ladies, listen to what she's saying here. She's spitting bars. Fellas, she's spitting facts, right? Let's back to the clip.
That you recognize some traits that maybe men might not really appreciate so much, and you change some things about yourself. What would you say to women who find themselves in Suzette's situation? There's so many of them, especially here in Atlanta, highly educated, attractive, and they can't find a good partner. What would you suggest maybe they look, some areas they might change within themselves that might help them secure the man that they say that they want?
I would say come over this space, the Black Manosphere, and listen not to react, and listen not to debate or anything, but listen, genuinely listen. And if there's something within yourself, we can all start with something as simple as the fitness aspect. If there's something within yourself that okay, I can lose some weight, We live in a age where social media and Snapchat filters kind of turn many of our women delusional. Like they think that they're hotter than they actually are.
So
So I think,
interesting.
yeah, I think we're
Facts.
just the media panders to us. We need to look within and really tell ourselves this. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I was 20 pounds overweight during the quarantine, and I thought I was still hot. Not to say I wasn't hot, or I was ugly, but I
Mhm.
had to look within.
I want to stop here. One thing that we as men recognize when a woman's in shape, that she is disciplined. If she's disciplined, we know she's focused. We know that she can be on her goals, and we know that if something that we need to do together, I know that she could be on task if I need to work with her on something here. If you allow yourself to be overweight or you're sloppy, things of that nature, then we know that anything else will fall by the wayside too, possibly here. We know that you don't take anything else seriously. Literally, that's how we think here. You want to know a true testament here about the quarantine and pandemic? Your boy lost 35 pounds. It didn't let me stop me here. I got tired of the way I was looking here. I said, you know what though? Just because this is going on out here, I'm gonna get mines out right here. Discipline. It's all about a mindset, ladies. Let's get back to the clip.
And be honest with myself, and it hurts sometimes. I cry because, I mean, Kevin just mentioned your friends. You have things in common with your friends, and when I observe my friends, all my friends are masculine, all my friends are unmarried, and I had to look and say, oh
Wow.
well, this is probably why I found myself at 30 and not married. I thought I was going to be married by 27. Nobody couldn't tell me anything. But then luckily I got to the point, and shout out to my aunt who is in Jamaica. She's able to coach me through it. But luckily I got to the point where I can't just blame the men. I can't blame the lack of men. I can't blame men not wanting to get married, or there are no good men around. I can't blame that. I have to look within. And it breaks my heart to see so many Black women older than me
Preach.
still blaming the men,
Keep
still
talking.
blaming, oh, men don't want to get married, or there are not enough men around. It breaks my heart because that's a childlike mentality. At what
Mm.
point are you going to look in the mirror and take some kind of accountability, even if it's to say, yeah, I can lose a little weight, or yeah, men don't like weave, let me take out my weave.
And
That's right. What's the objective here? If you know that the man that you want doesn't like X, Y, and Z, you know what that means then? You don't do X, Y, and Z. So if you need to lose some weight, you're 15, 20 pounds overweight, it can start little by little. That's the one thing that you can control is your weight. That is something that is your expectations, whether how you eat, you diet, the way you exercise, you go to sleep, the way you wake up, the way you snack during the day, patterns that will help your metabolism. You can control that. And then once you have your regulation going there, you're automatically in shape. You don't got to worry about that. See that there? That's the clip.
interesting. And when you made these changes, did that help you? Were you able to secure a relationship or a marriage, or did you see it working?
I do observe it working. I'm not married yet, but it is working in terms of the quality of men that I started attracting, and then how I
Okay.
have been approaching my
You're moving
relationships.
differently
My
now.
relationships have been more peaceful in
Nice.
terms of where I'm able to let the man be a man, let him lead, and just know that, okay, he wears the pants in the relationship. Everything doesn't have to be an argument. I know I used to say,
Yes.
oh, I love those little fun back and forth too, but men don't like it. Men don't want
No.
challenges. Men don't want to always be going back and forth. Where do you want to eat?
No, we don't want that. It's the play fight every now and then. That's cool. You come and give a jab, but we ain't trying to come home every day with a fight or an argument. We ain't trying to have that energy of that clash here. No. You stay feminine. I be masculine. That's what we made here for. That's what we're supposed to be doing here. Back to the clip.
I don't know. Like, just make a decision. So in learning what I'm learning and having YouTube is great. The just even being in the chat, you can learn a lot in the chat. So just getting that support and education from men has helped me improve my dating life. Yeah.
May I ask a
She
question,
got
Lee?
bars.
Absolutely.
So are these single girlfriends, are you following the Kevin Samuels prescription? Have you cut them off?
Oh yeah.
Most definitely. Well, all of my friends are in Florida, so there's a reason why I'm currently in
Oh,
Dallas.
okay. So kind of
Yeah,
like,
so
Okay.
I
You're not
kind of
around
removed
them.
myself from the situation. Surround
Smart.
myself, as I said, my aunt. I know she's listening now.
mm,
My aunt in Jamaica. So Lee Jamaicans are listening to your channel
yeah,
in
yeah,
Jamaica.
yeah.
So yeah, my sister is married. I just surround myself with, even though it's few, because most of my friends are single and still blaming men for their relationship patterns. So even though it's a few people I can surround myself with, I did move out from that city,
You
and now
literally
I'm
had to move and take your
yeah,
check for yourself, as we say, from that
exactly, because
situation.
I'm not
Wow.
playing no games. I'm trying to get married. I'm
I
not playing games.
She's trying to get married and she ain't playing no games. So I'm gonna stop the video there here. So YouTube world, what you guys think about here and what she's saying here? Do you think that she's bashing women? She was just making some great points about accountability. I will own up to it. There's Pookies and Ray Rays in this world. There's dusty men in this world here, right? But ladies, we know this and you know this here, and we can spot them out here and keep it moving. Okay? We don't got to worry about that here. If you take accountability for yourselves and then understand it, and then you'll be able to attract the better men that you're looking for, the high earning men or the high value men. Okay? Could start with your weight, attitude, hair, and lifestyle. All these things from within will come out better for you in the long run, and you attract the better crowd as well. Make it make sense here. And like I said, the caller at the end, when she said that all the people who are negative, the women who are masculine, she had to cut that out of your life. If you recognize that there's bad people in your life, you got to let them go. The results you need, you got to have the right flock with you to get that. Otherwise, you just tainted the pool that you're in right now. So YouTube world, like, comment, subscribe, click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think here. Am I off base here? Is this lady off base here? Lead attorney's off base here. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave, and I'm out of here. See you later.